In this video, let's write our first RestAssured API automation. Let's get started. Alright guys, so let's switch to the IntelliJ, and I have already written a test case for you, but I'm gonna show you step by step because we are doing it step by step. So let's create a new project. You need to go to new project. You're gonna just make sure you select Maven, create a new archetype, select a quick start, next. Let's name it FF. You can name it anything that you want, guys. You can change the org.example also, but this is again up to you. Let's change it to new, right? We need to add three dependencies, right? So let me show you which one it is. So the first dependency is testng. We require testng, right? And we required RestAssured because what we are doing is that we are making our first ever GET request. We will using the RestAssured, and in the next video I'm going to explain you about the RestAssured basics and all, but here is the first practical example how the code looks like. Right. So we are done with it, and make sure you select the enable import if there is an option there, right? So let's create a new Java file. So let's name it as get request, and okay, new Java file, get demo. Yeah, everything works fine, right? So before that, you need to understand the little bit concept about the testng, right? So testng, it's a testing framework. So let me show you the official website of testng. Yeah. So again, as you know, I have explained earlier also, if you haven't watched my previous video, I have explained about the testng in very well format. Testng is a testing framework. Basically, it's a advanced version of JUnit if you have worked on it. So it provides annotation, run your test, parallelly, flexible testing configurations. You can use build profile. You can have dependency methods. You can have support parameter. If you're using Excel, if you want to do data-driven testing, testng is a perfect match for you. So the structure that we are using is similar one. So let me copy few of the things. Yes, here. So the first method that we're gonna write is setup, and and here in this setup method we're gonna write in when we are creating the automation framework, we're gonna write some advanced command. But as of now, since we are creating our first ever GET request, so we don't require to have a setup in that case, right? So I just added setup, and what you can do is that you can use an annotation which is before suite, right? Make sure the annotation are added from the testng in that case. Okay, now where is our test, right? So here is your test. You have to use this annotation, and basically we are telling testng this is the test case. So we're gonna do a get request. Let's make it simpler one. So here, this is our first request. So if you run this get demo.java, it will basically run. The first will run this before suite, basically, which is the hook. It's a basically hook. If you want to run before running this test case, if you want to run certain command, you have to. This is a setup function which will call. It will call before the suite. Even suite is initialized, it will call, and after the suite, we are just calling this tear down function. And right now I just entered the print ln method in that case. So this is the test one that we are doing, right? And so in the previous video I've shown you the ping one, right? So let me show you how this looks like. Ping pong, right? So ping pong is working as of now in browser. I have done the same thing. What you need to do is that so this is the URL, right? We are using. You need to type RestAssured, right? And you can set up the base URL. So let's set the base URL. This is our base URL in that case, right?
A few moments later.
Right. So let me give you a small introduction about the RestAssured, right? So the first thing first, you need to basically give the base URL. of the API that you want to hit. So as you have seen, we have given the base URL. You can give the base path also, which is basically after this, after the main URL, which is your domain. So here you have to remove the domain. Basically, right now we are using port, so that's why we need to pass this URL. And after that, we have a ping, which is the path of it. So that you can set up into this. So that will be set up as a globally in the RestAssured, right? So how RestAssured works, it works in a very simple manner. We have given, when, and then. So given that in the given part, you can mention your parameters, headers, and all, right? Everything I'm going to explain in the next video about the RestAssured basics, right? So this is just to show you the demo, how basically how to make a simple GET request. So we have a given. After that, we're going to make a when request. We're going to use the method get. So get we are using. Then I'm going to log all the response which is coming, and I'm checking if the 200 is coming as well as the result is in Pong or not, right? So this is like a smaller demo for you guys, for a hello world kind of a thing. If you have any problem in that case, because after that we're going to move to do, we're going to do some advanced stuff. So make sure these are things are running fine. So as you can see, our API is responding us with a 200 OK, and due to this command, which is log.all, everything is getting printed, and this is the response, and tear down is called, and our test case is also passed, which means everything works fine, guys. So this was a quick demo about it and how to add TestNG, basically how we are leveraging TestNG in that case. Certain TestNG concepts I'm going to explain you step by step after while we are creating our API automation. Okay, so we're going to learn TestNG in the next other videos also, right? I hope that makes sense. Thanks a lot for watching, and until we meet again, guys, I'll see you in the next video.